Before the 2018 World Cup began, one question rose above the others. Is Brazil's football team ready to rule the world? It's an odd question, considering this is, well, Brazil. No nation has ruled the sport more than the Seleção. They have 5 World Cups, quite possibly the greatest player in history in Pelé. Their wunderkind of the moment, Neymar, is the almost certain heir to the throne to be vacated by Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo. And yet, Brazil hasn't won the top trophy since 2002. It hasn't reached the final since then either. And that's why we're asking, after 16 years of disappointment, is Brazil ready to rule the world? If their last World Cup appearance was any indication, then the jury is still out. Despite the tournament in their backyard and a generational talent in Neymar, the Seleção found themselves on the wrong side of history in 2014. In the quarterfinals, despite a win over Colombia, Brazil lost their young superstar to a fractured vertebra that would foreshadow the team's ultimate demise. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6. 7 goals allowed to Germany in the semifinals. The World Cup dream was over. The national nightmare had begun. The defeat to the Germans was so bad, many wondered whether it wasn't when the squad would be able to recover, but if. Since then, things got even worse. A new coach in Dunga brought hopes that Brazil at least would claim the 2015 Copa America trophy. But in the second match, Neymar received a red card and a 4-match ban. Brazil would make an early exit shortly thereafter. The next summer in the Copa America Centenario, things somehow got even lower as the Brazilians lost to Peru and failed to advance out of the group stages for the first time in almost 30 years. Brazil needed a reboot. It started at coach. Instead of a big name who had managed the team before, Brazil went with a relative unknown in Tite, who was fulfilling his boyhood dream of coaching the Seleção. Tite's presence was felt almost immediately. In South America World Cup qualifying, the most demanding knockdown, drag-out qualification process, Brazil absolutely dominated. Their play was so comprehensive, they became the first nation to qualify for Russia, finishing 10 points ahead of second place. Neymar was once again the talisman, but what made this team so special was the collaborative approach. Brazil were the best offense during qualifying, scoring 41 goals in 18 games. Neymar shared the scoring burden with a new generation of offensive stars, including Gabriel Jesus, Paulinho, Willian, and Philippe Coutinho. They were also the best defensive team, allowing just 11 goals. They went from strength to strength and were like the Brazil of old. Going into this World Cup, Brazil was considered the favorites or co-favorites to win. This despite the injury suffered by Neymar, a broken foot in February that ended his 2017-18 campaign with Paris Saint-Germain. A healthy Neymar was considered the third best player in the world, and before he went down, the gap between Messi, Ronaldo, and him was closing. As it applies to their teams, qualifying has shown us Neymar plays for the better one. Brazil finished 13 points ahead of Messi in Argentina, while Ronaldo and Portugal finished level on points with Switzerland, in a group that included Latvia, Andorra, and the Faroe Islands. Brazil didn't get off to a great start, with Neymar stifled by the physical, fouling play of Switzerland. But Brazil is still Brazil, and as Coutinho's strike proved, they have plenty of talent beyond their talisman.